Hello, welcome you all back. I hope you all enjoyed the eye exercises, and now we are going to look into the diets which are commonly beneficial for your eyes. So, best foods for your eyes. The first food, that is a vegetable which is very beneficial for your eyesight, is carrots. So, kids love to eat them raw. The only thing what you have to ensure is wash them properly before you consume it raw. And the best is to consume it raw without being cooked. If you would prefer to cook it and eat it, make it semi-cooked. You don't fully cook it so that all the nutrients are lost in the cooked water. So semi-cook it or eat it raw after washing it well. Now, there is a common question which is being asked whether carrot juice is better or carrot eating it as a vegetable is better. If you would consider a juice, yes, obviously that's going to mix within your bloodstream much faster than the vegetable itself. So, if you want just the nutrients of the juice alone without the fiber, juice is better. It will mix within your bloodstream faster than the vegetable itself. However, if you consume it as a vegetable, then you get the fibers as well as the nutrients involved within the carrot. So you get the complete benefit as you eat it raw as a vegetable. So it all depends on what you want. However, you have to note one particular thing. If you consume too much of carrots raw, it might lead to loose bowels, or you might suffer what people normally call it as loose motion. That is basically because of the cleansing of your colon. However, before adopting any diet change, please consider your physician and then let him know that you're going to follow such a diet plan. However, with regards to this eye exercise and this course, there is no diet restriction. However, I just want to make you all conscious about the food what you eat. So whenever you eat carrot, just have it in your subconscious mind that carrots are going to be very beneficial for your eyes. So the next food is broccoli. Well, every kid shrugs his face on seeing this vegetable. However, this is really amazing when you cook it or semi-cook it properly. Just clean it properly in a warm hot water, then make it just saute, and then maybe you can add some spices like pepper or adequate amount of salt. Broccoli has huge amounts of calcium and minerals which are essential for your eyes and the metabolism of your complete body. So the challenge for every parent is to make it fantastic for the kid to love the food. So broccoli is a must on your menu at least twice a week. The next is obviously spinach. Again, the kids shrug their face on seeing it. Maybe you can compare with the Popeye the Sailor Man, who is always fit enough by eating only spinach. So you can show this to your kids and then prepare spinach in a nice manner and then ask them to eat it. Obviously, spinach is going to boost your immune system so that you don't get any sort of skin infections or even eye problems. So spinach is, in fact, in Southeast Asian countries, every day there's going to be some kind of spinach or greens in the food menu. Now, the next is the sweet potato. This is one awesome food where you get sweet without any destruction in your body. I mean, you get the taste of the sugar without any destructive effects on your body. And the latest trend is the sweet potato juice, which you can browse and find out the menu, what people recommend. However, just if you're diabetic or if you have excess blood pressure, just consult the doctor before you change into the sweet potato diet. But however, this is going to be one awesome food for However, this is going to be one awesome food for all the disorders. The next is Brussels. Again, it's we call it small cabbage or something in our place, and this is a small tiny tot loaded with huge amounts of nutrients. So at least make your kid consume one per day. Of course, you do have to consume one per day. Just gulp it and then forget it. Next is omega-3. Obviously, the entire world is banging their heads for omega-3. Where can I find it? My suggestion is, since I'm a vegetarian, so I prefer having the flax seeds, which is shown here. These are the brown stuffs is the flax seed. What I would prefer is just take a handful of flax seed and then gulp it. Churn it into my mouth, mix it within my saliva and then eat it. Or if you don't prefer to eat the flax seed, what you can do is the oil, that is the capsules here, has the flaxseed oil, which has huge amounts of omega-3. You can take a capsule per day. Or if you like fish, or let's say you prefer eating non-vegetarian, almost all the fish, specifically salmon and sardines, have excess amounts of omega-3. So the next are very commonly available nuts. So the almonds, flaxseed, sunflower seed, pistachios, walnuts, all these have certain amount of omega-3, so which is going to again help you build your fiber content as well as your immune system. So these are the common foods, and here is my thumb rule for eating. So I follow this, and whenever people ask about, let's say, some diet or some advice, I just say this: anything from nature, gulp it. Anything processed by man, hate it. Any advertisements on TV, just ignore it. So the idea is the Almighty or the Supreme or the nature, whomsoever it may be, they have blessed planet Earth with natural foods. But it is only the man who converts this natural food into artificial flavors or preservatives, and then he makes complete mess out of it, and then he sells it out in the market, which is creating all sorts of nonsense. So, my thumb rule: anything from nature, gulp it. Anything processed by man, hate it. All greens, gulp it. All oily stuffs, I can't say you avoid oil. However, our body requires certain amount of oil for proper functioning, as similar to a car which requires lubricating oil for its functioning. So oily stuffs, just taste it for the sake of adding some oil into your body, and that's it. So here is my thumb rule. Hope you all will love it and try to follow it. Thank you.